Hi, I'm Jelona.
And I'm Lauren.
And welcome to Coffee Talk.
Today we're here with Mayor Cohen.
So, how many years does a mayor serve when elected?
The mayor in Agawam, when he runs and is elected, serves for 2 years. And then you have to run again. We have no term limits, but you can be elected as many times as the people will elect you. And I've been fortunate that I've been the mayor for 8 terms. I was elected first in 1999 and took over as the second mayor in the year 2000. And I truly enjoy it, and I've been thankful for that the people have given me that opportunity to serve them as their mayor.
What was your occupation before being elected mayor?
Well, before being elected as mayor, I was a teacher at Longmeadow High School for about 2.5 years. Then I went to Springfield Technical Community College as the assistant to the dean of continuing education, and I was also the Veterans Affairs counselor. I enjoyed doing that because I was able to use my skills in helping people and also watching their progress and being there when they needed help or if they had any questions. And it also kind of transforms over to being mayor as well, because those are still the same skills that you need.
Why did you decide to go into public service?
Well, I've always been in public service. I've always enjoyed helping people. I've always enjoyed working with people and being with people. Lots of times people say, oh, you're the people's mayor, which is true. That's a compliment to me because it's very important in public service that you like people. That doesn't mean you get along with everybody equally, but you have to work for everyone. And I decided to go into public service because a lot of people and my friends had talked to me about it. And like anything in the beginning, it's always a joke. But it became very serious to me as I started thinking about it. And I decided to run, and it was my first election, and I was elected. And I consider myself very fortunate, and it was exciting. And the night I was elected, I remember turning to one of my friends and I said, oh boy, what do we do now? And it's like any new career. You know, I learned a lot. I had great people within the town who helped me, who worked with me. But my skills from my prior jobs and work experience helped me and transferred right over to being the mayor.
So you were elected the first time you ran?
I was elected the first time I ran for my first political office, and it was pretty exciting. It was pretty exciting. There were 4 opponents in 1999, and in the primary I finished second, and in the general election I won by almost 2-1.
What gave you the edge with voters over other candidates?
You know, that's a good question, but it's a difficult one to answer because you have to get into a voter's head. What I geared my campaign on was grassroots. I went knocking on doors, I stood on corners, and I dealt with the issues, and my slogan was, not politics as usual, a fresh new face. And I was a newcomer, and people want to change. Now that I've been in so long, I'm the old guy. So people, again, you know, it's good for change is healthy, but Agawam is in great shape. I'm very pleased with the way I'm leaving the city to the next mayor. And I hope that the next mayor will continue the progress that we've seen. But it's been a fun, wonderful experience.
Is there any exciting things happening in town?
There are a lot of exciting things happening in town. We're going to have a new bridge, the Morgan Sullivan Bridge, that connects Agawam and West Springfield with new intersections and turn signals and a wider intersection. It'll be more convenient and easier. That has already gone out to bid. It's a $32 million project. We had the motel taken down and that whole area cleaned up. We have the new intersection design. We just held a public hearing. The Route 187 at the center of Feeding Hills, that's going to all be redesigned with turn signals and new signalization, because we all know what it's like to sit in that intersection and try to make a turn with only 2 lanes. It's very difficult. So that's being redesigned. That'll start in 2018. We also have O'Brien's Corner, where Goodies is in the McGrath Park. That has a complete streets money. We're looking at redesigning that whole intersection and all new sidewalks, pedestrian walkways. safe for all modes of transportation. We also have cleaned up our blight in town. We've done a lot of work with blight. Games and Lanes is down. As I said earlier, the motel. Caesars is in court. That should be taken down by March by a court order. Twin Silos, which is empty, we have an agreement with them. They're doing sprinklers in that building. They had to by the court order, and they'll be occupying that building soon. So there's a lot of good stuff happening. All our new parks, pickleball courts. We have a lot for everybody. But what I'm most proud of in the last year is our Agawam High School sports facility. Our locker rooms now meet Title IX. They're up to date. We can be proud of it. Our rotunda bathrooms are up to date. Our auditorium's up to date. And that was a $9 million project that came in on time. Well, not on time. There were some issues, but it came in under budget, and it only, we expected $54 per person on the tax rate, but it was $45. So that's not a lot to pay for our students in our community to enjoy such a beautiful facility, and those tennis courts are the best anywhere. They're post-tension concrete.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, it really is. It's nice. So there's a lot going on.
So let's talk about education. Do you think technology is important in education?
Absolutely. There is no doubt that technology in today's education is probably one of the greatest priorities other than public safety and the safety of our students. And both of them we are combating and have spent a lot of money on to make sure that the technology is up to date and our students have what they need in order to make them proficient when they graduate, to be able to go to college, whether it be to a university, a college, a technical school, or to go out in the workforce, that you can take your skills from this TV studio, which certainly is part of technology, and take the skills that you've learned here, whether it be operating a camera, the soundboard, or script writing, question writing, behind or in front of the camera, you have those skills that you're developing. So yes, technology is important along with public safety.
So why did you build a TV studio for students in the public?
Well, it's something that every community I felt should have, because it gives the community the ability to also use the studio when the students are not. We want people to come in. We had an open house last Saturday. We probably had about 30 people that came in. We had volunteers who signed up. The studio manager, along with Mr. Brown, was here, and they're going to hold a class and teach people who want to volunteer on how to use the equipment, and that'll probably happen before Christmas. And we also have an outdoor camera, mobile camera, that people can take, do a show. They're responsible for the equipment, and then we can air it on our cable access. This is the town and the people's community access TV channel, and we want everybody to utilize it.
So that means the public can utilize the TV studio?
Absolutely. The public absolutely can. They just have to arrange the time. Not everybody has a code or a key to get into the school or the studio, but with Derek's help or Mr. Brown's, we certainly want people to learn how to use it and to be a part of it.
So I'd like to thank you for coming today, and the staff for also coming today, and our viewers for joining us.
And we'll see you next time on Coffee Talk.